Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Nadia Rajput from DESI TV USA. Let's have a look at the headlines. US President Donald Trump has said he will not allow Benjamin Netanyahu to annex the Israeli-occupied West Bank. China launches campaign to keep killjoys off the internet. Sir Keir Starmer is expected to announce plans for a compulsory UK-wide digital ID scheme in a speech on Friday. Let's look into details. US President Donald Trump has said he will not allow Netanyahu to annex the Israeli-occupied West Bank, speaking ahead of the Israeli Prime Minister's address to the UN General Assembly on Friday. The US President told reporters in the Oval Office, "I'll not allow Israel to annex the West Bank. It's not going to happen." Trump, who will meet Netanyahu on Friday, also said a Gaza deal was pretty close. Israel is facing increasing global pressure to end the war in Gaza and occupation of the West Bank as a wave of Western states formally recognize an independent Palestinian state. Far-right Israelis see annexation as a way to stop this prospect. Ultra-nationalists in Netanyahu's governing coalition have repeated calls for Israel to annex the West Bank, part of the Palestinian territories, outright. The UK and Germany say they have warned Israel against annexation, while UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said at the UN on Monday it will be morally, legally, and politically intolerable. On Thursday, Trump told reporters in the Oval Office that he had spoken to Netanyahu as well as other Middle Eastern leaders. "We are getting pretty close to having a deal on Gaza and maybe even peace," Trump said. The Chinese government is taking aim at an emotion that has become all too common to the country's internet despondency. This week, China's Cyberspace Administration launched a 2-month campaign to curb social media posts that excessively exaggerate negative and pessimistic sentiments. The goal, according to authorities, is to rectify negative emotions and create a more civilized and rational online environment. In the crosshairs are narratives like studying is useless and hard work is useless, as well as stories that promote word weariness. China has been grappling with an economic slowdown in the wake of a property crisis, high youth unemployment, and cutthroat competition for admission to colleges and jobs, all of which have given rise to a sense of disillusionment among its younger generation. Sir Keir Starmer is expected to announce plans for a compulsory UK-wide digital ID scheme in a speech on Friday. The Prime Minister believes it would help crack down on illegal working and modernize the state, according to senior figures in government. The practicalities of the scheme will be subject to a consultation, which will also look at how to make it work for those without a smartphone or passport. The previous Labour government's attempt to introduce ID cards was ultimately blocked by the Conservative Liberal Democrat coalition. But earlier this month, Sir Keir said in an interview he thought the debate had moved on since then. "We all carry a lot more digital ID now than we did 20 years ago, and I think that psychologically it plays a different part," he added. Reports have suggested the government plans to use a new scheme to check people's right to live and work in the UK, with people's individual ID checked against a central database. That's all for now. Keep watching DESI TV USA. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And don't forget to watch our channels DESI Urdu TV and GTV NN.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind R, a world-class hospital with 130-plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.